Hey y'all, today we're going to do a reading on the Queen. Once I got news of the Queen's passing, I pulled cards immediately, and the first card that came out is Judgment. When this card appears, it shows what's being awakened is a sense of higher self within. Sometimes this card coincides with a person turning away from a set of traditional beliefs towards one that better suits them or their personal philosophy of life. This card represents the end of something, an old way of life, a cycle that is now completed and finished. So with this card, it's time to take new direction, seek new direction, and make adjustments that reflect towards who you are. This is breaking away from a conventional way of life and believing. This reminds me of that Bible verse in Daniel, I believe it's 2:21, where he changes the times and seasons. He removes kings and sets up kings. He gives wisdom to the wise and knowledge to those who have the understanding. All of my cards are upright, but this one flew out in reverse. And when it's in reverse, you're being presented with many choices and you're not sure which one to make. You could be experiencing new facets of your own self or just going deeper and digging down the rabbit hole in different levels of reality. You could be rejecting ideas that are being offered out of fear or a limited understanding. But a lot of people are awakening right now, and now's the time to face the fact that the universe is a more complex place than many people have been willing to admit. The next card is the Tower, but I have to point out that the Tower and the World together represent an ending to an old cycle or death with a person. Although this is a card that represents catastrophe, whatever disruption this is something that happened for the best overall. This represents an overthrow of false ideas, old habit patterns, old things that have been somewhat set in stone that need to be forgotten or gotten rid of. So in this sense, it's not a negative card, but a positive one. Sometimes there is indeed some kind of loss. It could be a personal loss. In this case, it's the Queen. But if one examines this carefully and all the factors involved, they'll generally see that the catastrophic event could have been foreseen if you'd been aware and willing to face the facts. The Tower is related to Uranus. And Uranus is a planet of unexpected, lightning-fast events, something that came out of the blue that no one expected it to happen or even thought it was going to happen. But what's destroyed in this Tower card is something that has served its purpose and needs to go. And there's another card here of closing out a cycle. And then the last card that came out for her was, look at this, Wheel of Fortune. So we're going from a very sad event. This is still, whatever your opinion is of her, this is still a loss of a soul. And it's going into something good. So this is a new beginning of something that's going to be very prosperous, good. This is going to be a nice, good change. And notice there's a hand with wings. So it looks like there's an angelic hand that came and it's choking the snake or the reptile here on the throat. It's blocking it from speaking. And so this thing is self-consuming itself, like the Ouroboros. I still want to go deeper about this. So if you're interested, swipe left and follow me to the next reading. See you there.